Our next guest is your Rise affiliation leader, Shakedown. Welcome back to 2K TV, my man.
You know who it is. It's your boy Shake. Back at it again, man. Sitting here with my boy LD2K, ready to get this Rise versus Elite opportunity on the game. So let's get it, man. It's gonna be fun.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And the starting lineup for the Nets. Walker, the off guard, and Bridges, the small forward. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Schroeder in at the point. And for the Rockets, Dylan Brooks is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Ball, and it's Thompson in at the 2. An old school feel to this one, Clark. Two excellent centers will be going at it.
Feels like we may be going back the first 65 or 70 years of the NBA, BA. I mean, we've become a three-ball dominant league in terms of style of play. Tonight, you'll see what basketball used to be, a game dominated by the centers.
Now here's Walker. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Tries it from the block. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Brooks.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Ball against Schroeder. Bridges passes to Schroeder. Launches it. Here's Finney-Smith. On the wing, Finney-Smith shoots over Eason. Finney-Smith up top. Walker for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
Now here's Schroeder. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Nice dribble move that time by Schroeder. He's got a little bit of playground in his game. Most guys do, though.
Here's Thompson.
Ball entered from below the basket. Nets ball.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Walker. Here he goes. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. The Rockets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Ball against Schroeder. To the inside. It's Eason with the jam.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Walker with it. Guarded now by Ball. Now Schroeder inside. Claxton. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Eason. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Nets with the lead. Bridges outside. Claxton.
Exactly. Defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Team foul. At the line for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton.
And he makes a first. Houston making some changes. Whitmore's checked in for Eason. And Green is subbed in for Brooks. Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. And he can't hit the second. The Rockets trail. Down low. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Bridges passes to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Watford. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And Ball gets it to go.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Now here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 20. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Ball. Pass to Şengün. Tipped. And they recover it. 6 to shoot. Here's Green.
2 minutes.
And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn.
Schroeder's ability to accelerate in the open floor, one of his primary advantages as a player.
1:46 left in the first quarter here.
And Clark, since Dirk won that 2011 title, we've seen a bunch of German-born players in the league.
You know what, Grant? Seeing is believing. And Dennis Schroeder, a prominent German player who perhaps watched Dirk Nowitzki have great success. The Wagner brothers, Max Kleber, Daniel Tice. I think seeing Dirk win Finals MVP inspired this generation.
They're really working the paint now.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Now a timeout called by Houston. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Houston making some changes. Landale's checked in for Şengün. Bassey comes in for Thompson. And Van Vliet is subbed in for LaMelo Ball. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges. Pass to Whitmore. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Claxton. Van Vliet against Schroeder. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. Bassey can't get it to go.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Watford. Outside Schroeder. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Walker. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Violation. Here's the ball. Now into the lineup for the Nets. Bobby Ben Simmons.
Well, the Rockets shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Now here's Van Vliet. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. To stop the drought.
The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious, infectious. He brings all-out energy on every possession.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nets out in front, leading by 8. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. 8-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
And with this matchup being East versus West, this is the first of only 2 meetings between these teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Green and Brooks on the perimeter. Jock Landale is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Van Vliet. No made baskets yet. Pass to Landale. Outside Eason. Shot clock at 6. Back to Landale. No one near him. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. We've had many impactful European players throughout the years, Clark. What makes their style of play so different?
You know, I think it's really how they're trained from the time they start playing the game, B.A. Every player, regardless of size, is taught to think and feel and play the game fundamentally sound. And I love that. I think that's something that should be mimicked in the States. Train kids to play the game the right way in all aspects of it, no matter how small or tall they are.
Here's Green. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Clowney. Pass to Watford. Over Eason. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Outside, Green. Van Vliet outside. And the 3 off target. The Nets have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Bridges, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 6.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
So for the Rockets, Şengün checked in for Landale. Thompson comes in for Green, and it's Ball in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Nets making a change here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
I like how Thompson put pressure on the D, taking it strong near the hole.
The line for Houston, Thompson. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
They're not the strongest part of Thompson's game, but he continues to work in the gym to improve.
Both free throws good from Thompson. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Claxton. Back to Walker. Finney-Smith inside. He's against Eason. Finney-Smith's shot is off. The Rockets have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Ball with it. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And he gets that one. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We see a taste of Thompson's ridiculous athleticism, keeping his body under control while taking a hit.
Simmons looking around. Good D by Şengün. The Rockets have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Pass to Brooks. And stolen by Bridges. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Ball.
personal foul.
And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. The fourth spot held by the Nets.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
No good on the free throw.
You know, Ben Simmons so unique as a player. I think he's one of the few non-bigs who can actually dominate a game scoring below the foul line. Not just scoring, but with his passing, too.
Massey, he's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And no luck that time either. The Rockets trail. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, now that we're into the thick of things here this season, Grant, we start to get a clear picture of how these teams are going to look this season.
Yeah, BA, this is where it really all starts to come into focus. Off-season trades have either paid off or fizzled, and squads have had time to bond and really get stronger.
Schroeder, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
And you like how they're taking care of the ball. Minus a few mistakes here and there, they're just so difficult to disrupt offensively.
And you look at their rim protection overall, it's the quick rotation and help that separates them from some other teams. Here's Claxton. He's got 5. Up top, Schroeder. Outside, Walker for 3. And the Nets miss again.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways. They do have an edge on the board.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
At the line for your Rockets, Whitmore.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
Good on both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Finney-Smith. No points so far, and the Nets miss again.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
LaMelo down the lane. Rebounded by the Nets.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Here's Bridges. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. Schroeder can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here is Thompson. 6 points for him. Pass to Whitmore. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. The rebound by Bridges. Brooklyn trailing. Will it go? Leans. Good D by Şengün.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 8 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Schroeder against ball. The 15-footer. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Whitmore. 1 second left. That one doesn't drop. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets ahead, up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
18.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here, welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Some struggles for Houston in the first quarter. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult situation, having some issues at both ends of the floor, and falling behind by 8 points by the time the period came to a close. Things really took a positive turn for them in the second quarter, though, as they went on a huge run and now find themselves leading by 4. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity, particularly on the offensive end.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
It's time to wake up. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared, and it shows in the efficiency levels. Terrible field goal percentage. They could be way ahead in this game if they were taking better shots.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. They lead by 4. On the floor for Brooklyn. Walker the off guard and Bridges the small forward. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. Now here's Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Boom! He jammed it straight down.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
On the wing, Thompson. Walker covering. Back to Thompson. There's the 3. Schroeder with a rebound. And the Nets shooting 35% so far in this one. Pass to Finney-Smith. For the tie. That shot off. Eason with some nice D. Houston in the lead. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. And here are the Nets now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Schroeder. Good, and it's Walker who picks up the assist. Schroeder's got 6 points.
And, you know, give Schroeder credit. Taking the contact like a man and staying in control.
Ball passes to Brooks. Back to Ball. And here's Thompson. Ball with it. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Pass to Walker. Marcotte 6. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Three-pointer, Brooks. Brooklyn with the board.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Eason, good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And the Nets call time here. Landale's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Thompson. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Ball. Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Walker. Now here's Bridges. Pass to Schroeder. And he drives in. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
Green. Oh, don't let Green get a step. Wow.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Schroeder with it. He's picked up by Eason. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Mikal Bridges.
Line for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Bassey comes in for Eason, and Whitmore subbed in for Brooks. And a change for the Nets. Watford's checked in. And so he hits both. Here's Whitmore. Outside, Green. The rebound by the Nets. Watford's got 4 rebounds now.
It's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Outside, Johnson. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding a shooter and setting him up perfect.
Tipped away. Out on his own on the break. Here's Bridges. Here's Claxton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And now a 3-point Nets lead.
This has been the reoccurring theme of the second half. Inconsistency getting stops.
To halt the run. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Simmons. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Green against Bridges. Out to the right wing. Right side Simmons. Rebound by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Whitmore. No good that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Simmons. And he banks in the layup. And the Nets lead by 5.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Looking to get it going. And it's Green missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Bassie. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Johnson. Now here's Bridges. Over Green. Misses. And that'll do it for the third quarter. That's out in front, up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been. Basketball. Tari floor for the Rockets. And he lobs it up. And Sengun throw it down.
Defense on top of Sengun inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Now Schroeder. Outside Johnson. Launches a 3. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Eason can't get it to go. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. It's Walker on the wing. Shoots over Thompson. Ooh, Thompson with the block. Uses the glass on the layup.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Inside, here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Almost converts despite the contact.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
So the Nets making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Not perfect, but does the important work to make it a 2-possession game.
Here's Ball. Another shot. Man, there's a nice layup by Şengün.
That is what Şengün brings this team, the ability to turn misses into makes, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Schroeder. Johnson inside. Brooks defending. The shot by Johnson, no good. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer this rookie can be. Thompson just doing whatever he wants right now.
Schroeder finds Walker. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Thompson. To take the lead. Outside Eason from deep. He drops it from range.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Schroeder against ball. Schroeder can't get it to go.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Ball surveys the floor. Down low. Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
They could have used more of those kind of rebounds earlier. It's hurt their cause.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
Now here's Walker. Here's Clowney. Tries again. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Şengün. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Thompson. Eason inside. Finney-Smith's there. Pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Thompson. The shot won't fall. The Nets have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out. I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
And the Nets call time here. They're behind by 2. 1:44 left in the fourth. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Amin Thompson.
Boy, his ability to penetrate in this one has really been something special, making the defense really look helpless as he was able to get inside time and time again. Not that it's easy to stop a guy with his ball skill and agility, but boy, did he make it look easy.
Now here's Schroeder. Outside Walker. Pass to Bridges. A minute 31 left in the fourth. That one goes in.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big moment.
Ball against Schroeder. Now here's Ball. He's covered closely, and that one drops.
Well, I tell you, there's nothing more impressive than seeing a young player keeping his composure in a high-stakes, big-league situation.
Now here's Schroeder. Here's Bridges. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Bridges has gotten 4 this quarter.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Walker. To the paint. Here's Claxton. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Ball. Oh, he got it! He got it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And here's Schroeder. Walker for 3. His shot that time, not on target. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
First personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Ball.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
In all aspects of his game, Ball has a lot of confidence, and that's exactly what he needs right now in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. They're losing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot, and then he got back and cleaned the glass.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Dylan Brooks, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Rockets, LaMelo Ball.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well in his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man. Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Here's Schroeder. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Brooks outside. And so the Rockets take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And that's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Have a great night, everybody.